Hogshot back with you. So working on the 61 right now. So I wanted to show you guys a couple things. Got a new generator, new carburetor, new lines, all that good stuff, new wire harness, all that you've seen in the other video. But I want to give you guys a little tip on these 3 on the tree columns here. So that's the steering box right there with the rag joint. You know, got that for vibration, all that good stuff. This is good here. And then you come on up the stem here. Keep coming up to the end. And right here, let me see if I can darken this a little bit so you guys can see a little better here. Okay, there we go. So, let me back this up so you can, well, actually I can leave it right here, but check it out. So, on these columns here, they have a little bracket on the inside to hold them up. But sometimes they get loose, so I'm going to show you what it looks like when it gets loose. And it messes up your shifting here when you're shifting, driving down the road and you try to shift, because the length of the shift rods that are right here change a little bit. You see this gap right here? I'm going to try to bring it down here, but that much of a gap right there will send your shift linkage right here. And it messes it up where it'll actually kind of grind a little bit because it's actually putting it maybe too far or not far enough. So there's actually a lot of play in this. I'm going to show you this real quick. So that much play in your shifting right there will mess up everything there, so you won't be able to shift, so it'll start grinding. So I'm going to show you something I just found out on this, because like I said, I'm working on it right now because I wanted to see why it was actually doing this, but I'm going to show you real quick. So let's go on the inside. Okay, so let's give it a look under here. Okay, so there's let me back it up. So there's this little thing right here, this little bracket here. So you see how that moves, and you see how the steering column's still flexing. Watch, I'll flex it for you here. So you see how much flex that is. Look, so that'll mess up everything when you're shifting. It'll actually make it grind a little bit, you know, when you're trying to downshift it and all that too. So since I'm fixing this, you know, the last person didn't. They probably didn't know that this was up here. Maybe they did, who knows. So on top of the steering column, there's actually a little tang that's right there. If you guys can see, let me see if I can get my finger up in here. But there's a tang all the way. Let's see. It's actually right there, and this band wraps around it, so it'll hold up the steering column, which is connected to the firewall. You guys can actually probably see that little tang right there. Let's see if I can get it. See, it's right there. So you just wrap this little band around it. I actually got to loosen it, but this right here is going to go right on it, and it's going to hold it all the way up against the firewall, so you can actually shift and turn the steering wheel a lot better. So let me loosen this bolt, and I'll get right back with you. Hold on a sec. Okay, so let's get this loose here. Try to hold this camera and do this at the same time. It's like always impossible. But yeah, just undo this bolt right here. Let's see if I can actually get this to slide in on top. Let me see. I'll give you guys a nice little close view of that little tang that's in there. I'm going to pull this real quick. So you see that little lip that's right there on the firewall? So this goes right, see how it's under it right there? That's going to go right up and over on top of it. So I got to use 2 hands on this because I'm not going to be able to do this with you guys. So give me a sec. Okay, so here's that little tang. Got it all up on there. Now I'm gonna pull on the steering wheel and show you that there's no more play in it. So I'm pulling on it right now. There's no more play. So now you don't have to worry about the shifting on there, and then you just tighten that bolt down because it's just like a hose clamp practically onto a bracket. So if you have a 3 on the tree, make sure that's nice and tight, and make sure that's actually even connected, because obviously that one came undone. Maybe when they're messing around with the linkage or something under here, but that's pretty much it. And there's a hell of a fucking fill in. It's not all leaking. So watch this out on TV later.